You understand? You're too loud.
The super producer.
The loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. I told you that.
Let's get it, I got it, I'm ready, my lord. Whole click solid, everybody on board. Say they won't smoke, that's the shit they can't afford. These niggas weak, no cap, I go hard. And I know these niggas mad, I ain't tripping, I'm good. One call, then fall on you, don't make me do it. Me and my niggas taking your city on guard. Look, I got something for all you haters. Dumb, thinking it's sweet, get all the flavors. You niggas suckers like you candy coated. Grab the 40, let it blam, reload it. Couple sticks on me, think it's dynamite from that damn explosion. Look, homie, all I'm saying, you better chill. You think you got the game, you ain't even in the field. You say you ready to die, you ain't even gon' write a will. A Cotterlee, you didn't make bail before the appeal. I'm war ready, heavy artillery like a Mando. Who boots braids camo, feeling fresh out the bando. I'm one west, got a vest, lot of ammo. Big blade, face paint like I'm Rambo. Shit, I make rappers go rip they book up. I walk up on you real time with my hood up. Send your ass under with a ladder, it ain't good luck. Let's get it, I got it, I'm ready, my lord. Whole click solid, everybody on board. Say they won't smoke, that's the shit they can't afford. These niggas weak, no cap, I go hard. And I know these niggas mad, I ain't tripping, I'm good. One call, then fall on you, don't make me do it. Me and my niggas taking your city on guard. 140 for the rebel, nigga, yeah. Wait a minute, let me check my watch, time to go to work. Bitch, I'm right back, get my bag, bout to go berserk. Oh, that nigga left, he a hoe, tell him go to church. Say that they got next, okay, guess I gotta get it first. The truth hurt, I'm on fire, let it burn a bit. Fuck a hoe, cut that bitch off like a tourniquet. Cut him up, nip tuck, then I put him on the bed. Everything I drop, heavy little nigga, watch your head. Yeah, he ain't one west, he a fed. I claim on 25th, you became thoroughbred. Oh, he mad, well, I ain't worried about a damn thing. Nigga, I'm strapped, I put it like a hamstring. Just touched down, finna fly down, case it dry. Touch king times, gonna be very hard to stay alive. Bitch, we outside, so you know you can't stand there. Said if I gon' die for this shit, I told him hell yeah. Let's get it, I got it, I'm ready, my lord. Whole click solid, everybody on board. Say they won't smoke, that's the shit they can't afford. These niggas weak, no cap, I go hard. And I know these niggas mad, I ain't tripping, I'm good. One call, then fall on you, don't make me do it. Me and my niggas taking your city on guard.
You know if you wasn't my brother, I'd kill you. You know that, don't you? I'd blow your motherfucking brains out. Man, don't be like
Look, the fire's coming. Are you ready for the fire?
Wait, hold on, nigga. He say he the man, well, I'm the rebel. Put some respect on my name before I step in your lane, get my roll on, nigga. Yeah, you know what it is, nigga. 144 big soldier, nigga. Long time coming, nigga. I am the rebel. Slow the time with my apron. The kingdom money for the takers. He ain't built, I'ma break him. Drop the ball, good as gracious. I had a baby like a player. I got her thinking she my favorite. I pick them, name them different flavors. My Glock ain't coming with a safety. Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the ISUPK like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the ISUPK. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
All right, shalom. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana, where we teach so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians the truth about the Bible, that they are God's chosen people, the Israelites. And today is a beautiful day because with those strikes in Israel, we know that Jesus Christ, our King, is that much closer to coming back. Let's give the Lord a hand, man.
That's right.
You know, I actually I stopped drinking for a little bit there. And then I heard these strikes was coming in. I said, hold up, I got to drink for class now. I got to drink when I teach this lesson. The Israel, the so-called Jewish man, the fake Jews attacking Iran is Bible prophecy. It is one of the key elements in the Bible of prophecy that shows that Jesus Christ is coming back, because it's a sign that World War III is right around the corner. See, everyone fell asleep after, after Russia went to war with Ukraine because the Allied forces, or the UN, what was it? Not the UN, the EU were pressuring Russia, creating more and more allies on their border, and then Russia was fed up with it and said, I must go to war or my whole country will be swallowed up. And which was Bible prophecy. God said that he would force Russia back into this war, and that's what you're seeing over there in Ukraine. And eventually Russia's going to look for some more allies. He might look into the Middle East with Iran. He's already looked into China. He's looked into Africa. He's looked all over the globe. As the Bible says, all nations will gather together for this fight, man. And that's what you're seeing here today. I'm going to break down these new happenings, these current events in Iran. TikTok is hating on us. They already done shadow banned the page. Go ahead and get me Ezekiel 38.
Khan is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Cog, the land of Mogad.
See, this is a prophecy that the Lord was telling Ezekiel. He said, set your face towards the land of Gog and Magog. That's basically what do they call those? The progenitors of Russia and the whole what do they call that? The SSR and all of them. That's Gog and Magog. Keep reading.
Khan, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and the prophecies against him, and say, thus say the Lord God, behold, I am against thee, O Cog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
God is against Gog, these chief princes of what do you want to call it? Esau of Edom. He's against them, not just them, but everyone on this entire earth for what they've done to God's chosen people. Keep reading.
And I will turn thee back and put hooks into their jaws.
See, the USSR, they wanted to, they wanted to amass power peacefully in a way. That's what a lot of countries did after World War II. After World War I and World War II, they wanted to go back, lick their wounds, especially after the U.S. started throwing around this whole those nuclear threats with Truman's era. They wanted to go back and amass their power and amass their allies with, through the Cold War, through covert ops. Russia dwindled thin, and eventually Russia began to realize I have to get all of what I had back and more if it plans to survive. And so those are the hooks that God put in its mouth to turn it back to go to war again, man. Go ahead. Is this showing me and them or what? No sweat. Yeah, let the people see this. Oh, Salakia. Not bad. Man. Yeah, I got you. You could go. You could, but from here you could control it. So, let me again. If anybody's got any comments, go ahead and put them in the chat. We're live on X, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Go ahead and type in the chat if you got any comments or questions. You can read on.
God, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy enemy, like all thy army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor.
See, no, Salakia, priest. See, God isn't just gonna bring them back to war sloppily. See, the U.S. these nations are gonna come back high tech. See, America thinks it's the only one with high speed jets, high speed missiles, powerful armaments that could do destruction to buildings and populaces alike. No, they're not. God said he's gonna make sure they have something to bring to this battle as well. Right. Aviar, could you zoom the camera out just a little bit, Salakia? They're gonna come to this battle prepared. They're gonna come to this battle with. Go ahead, read.
And I will turn thee back and put hooks in their jaws. I will bring forth thee forth, and all thy army, horses and horsemen, all thy clothes with all sort of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords.
See, you're gonna have weapons of war, Russia. You're gonna have plenty of weapons of war to go into this prophetic battle that God is preparing for the entire planet, man. If you're in the chat, go ahead and give us a like as well. The water. Give us drop a like in here. Keep reading. Keep going. Next verse.
Come, verse 5. Persian, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shields and helmets.
See, everybody. Persia, Ethiopia. Persia is who I'm talking about right now, Iran. The Iranians descend from the true Persians. That's who that is. Persia. Who else? Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya. Right. Libya right above Israel is very, very poignant. They might have missiles in Libya right now. Israel loves to bomb its neighbors. The country of Israel, where these so-called Jewish people live, not the real nation of Israel. They love to bomb their neighbors, little hospitals and little buildings like that. Well, God has a payment for that action. God has a payment for you stealing the identity of his true chosen people. God has a punishment for all the nations of the earth. And this war is a part of it, man. Now, if you're a Black and Hispanic, Native American, Indian out there, it's your job to disconnect from this world, because this world is about to go to war. Right. This is about to be World War III right in front of you. We're going to hit your front lawn. In some of these prophecies, we're going to get them here in a little bit. It's going to hit your front lawn. If you're not paying attention, you're going to be left behind. Keep reading.
Come, verse 6. Gomorrah and all his bands, in the house of Togarmah, and of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Verse 7. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
All right, you could drop that. Give me Isaiah 47:1. Or actually drop that. Give me the first clip or tab I got. I'm gonna show y'all some of the most recent news. Let me see if I can hit it up. Yeah, we'll do this one right here. I should have brought my glasses today, boy. All right, let's hit it like this.
Iranian state TV was live on air, the anchor sounding defiant, when suddenly Israel bombed the building. Israel saying it was targeting Iran's propaganda mouthpiece. Though late today, the station was back on air, that anchor seen in another location. Still, the message to Iranians could not have been clearer. Israel can hit where and when it chooses. Israel announcing today it had achieved full aerial superiority in the skies over Tehran during.
I'm going to tell you what these threats, this ominous language that the country of Israel and the U.S. are using. Basically, they're backing Iran into a corner. Iran is so backed into a corner. They're saying, look, we got you 6 ways to Sunday. That's the saying. 6 ways to Sunday. We got you by air, land, sea. We could blow up any building we want around here. Don't play with us. That's what Israel is doing. Who, mind you, started these attacks unprovoked? They started these attacks because they say Iran refuses to stop proliferating nuclear weapons. Right. Well, look, if Israel doesn't create nuclear weapons, you're going to still blow it up and make it look like what, Gaza? You're going to make it look like Damascus? You're going to make it look like Syria? You're going to blow it up because in reality, the country of Israel doesn't want to stop at the borders that are on the map right now. They're looking to expand. They're not going to stop until they reach all 4 rivers like the Bible says. You understand what I'm saying? That means they got to take Iran. That means they got to blow up Syria. They got to blow up Libya, Lebanon, all these places. And so Iran, not being a complete idiot and understanding what it takes to survive, must make nuclear weapons because you're going to blow us up if we do, blow us up if we don't, right? Well, with Israel backing Iran into this corner, with them making all these grandiose threats saying, look, if you don't, stop fighting as we blow you up anyways, because we're blowing you up. If you don't stop fighting, we're going to blow you up. If you stop fighting, we're going to blow you up. You know what all this threatening is going to do for Iran? It's going to inspire them to drop a nuclear bomb. And once one drops, these things going to start going like hotcakes. It's going to be the 1950s, 40s all over again. Boys are just going to start saying the new N word is going to be nuke after Iran drops this first bomb, man. And this is something that your pastor probably never alerted you to because your pastor is a liar who only uses you for money. He doesn't want to educate you about reality of the things going on around you. If your pastor was true to God and true to the Bible, he would have warned you and known this. He would have known that the only way that Jesus Christ is coming back is if this place goes to war. Right. And if all kings and all thrones are cast down so Christ can sit upon them, man. Do we got anything in the chat?
Sir.
Yeah, so that's what you're seeing here today, man. That's what you're seeing before you. Go ahead, keep playing that video.
During day 4 of Israel's operation targeting Iran's nuclear program. These before and after images showing damage at multiple Iranian nuclear sites. Israel has also dealt a major blow to Iran's military, killing a number of its top generals. But NBC News confirmed President Trump nixed an Israeli plan to kill Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, according to a U.S. official. Today, Prime Minister Netanyahu would not rule it out in the future, saying the assassination would end the conflict, not escalate it. Iran is promising to respond with the most powerful missile bombardments in Israel's history. According to Israel, Iran has fired some 350 missiles.
I think we're good on that. That's Iran's promise. I got a few haters on TikTok. I want to say hi to all my haters out there. I appreciate y'all. You know, y'all need to keep coming back. Keep hating, man. Hate. That's because I know why you would hate this if I'm prophesying your downfall. I would hate me too, almost. If I were coming on the internet and prophesizing what God wrote in the Bible, that your kingdom is going to fall due to the hands of a leader that you love, Donald Trump, due to the hands of, Benjamin Netanyahu. Y'all, you know what you Christians do? You Christians uplift and uphold those Jewish people, no matter what they do. They could eat a baby in front of you, and you would still say, Alhamdulillah, the chosen people. These people are antichrist. They have gay parades in all their cities, right, in the Holy Land. Dang. They eat pork, flesh, swine. They follow none of God's laws. But you know what they murder beyond belief. These people are not God's people, man. That's good. You hate me, but you love them. That's your hypocrisy, and God will see you for it. But that's enough on that. Because of all this pressure, go ahead, full screen me. Because of all this pressure that the U.S. and Israel is applying. See, right there, it talked about how Donald Trump is playing it moderately, and he doesn't want to go that far about go to Donald Trump's Twitter. Donald Trump is playing it moderately. He doesn't want to assassinate the leader of Tehran in Tehran, and he doesn't want to assassinate the leader of the leader of Iran. Well, a few hours later, Donald Trump did a complete 180 on all that. He's backing up Israel completely and doing a 180, threatening Iran, saying, look, whatever, don't do nothing because the U.S. will be forced to step in. You know what that is, right? That's one country at war with you and one sworn to help if you fight back. If you don't surrender within 24 hours, read Donald Trump's Twitter and show everybody. I just need the last 3-4 posts that are typed out. Go scroll down, start at that one. This one? Yeah. Can you see it? You can see it? Yeah, just hit share. Yeah, go ahead, pull it up one of those. There you go. Yeah, I got you. I can't see that. I can't see that. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead. No swear, I can't see either, man. I forgot my glasses at home. Where are you? Let me get some more of this.
Colonel Wakan, sir, this is Donald Trump's recent post. We now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran.
Israel has complete and total control.
We now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran.
Nah, Iran is just fighting Israel right now, right?
We now have complete and control of the skies over Iran.
This is Donald Trump 5 hours ago saying we. Now, think about this from the minds of the Iranians. Donald Trump, the leader of the country with the most nukes on the planet, said, we have complete control over your airspace. I would feel like I'm backed in a corner. I don't know about y'all. I would feel like I have very little options. I have only 2 options. I have fight or flight.
Right.
Those are my only 2 options. So that's what Donald Trump is coming with now. He seems so on the border. Let's see what we could do here. See if we could work something out. Now he's like, nah, forget this, man. I'm tired of playing nice. Keep reading.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Iran had good sky trackers and other defense equipment and plenty of it, but it doesn't compare to American-made, conceived, and manufactured stuff.
You gotta love how intelligent Donald Trump is. He's just so good with words.
Right.
They had a whole lot of, air trackers and things like that, but this don't beat our stuff. This don't beat our American stuff. That's what Donald Trump says. Give me the next post, man. Give me the next post, because he's just heating up.
Colonel Wakan, sir.
Hit the X. You can hit the X and just scroll up. Up. Yeah. That one right there.
Colonel Wakan, sir. We know exactly where the so-called supreme leader is hiding.
Now, this is a direct threat on the leader of their nation and their country. And on a short tangent, I want to bring up something too. Something the U.S. and Israel often do is they like to say, if we go in there and blow up Iran, we're really freeing them, because their people are protesting all the time. Their women, they really mistreat their women. That Islam really be mistreating those women. That's what they like you to believe. Well, America, what about all the people who protest in your country?
Right.
Would we be free if someone blew I'm not saying nothing, but that's the kind of language that America is throwing around here, and Israel likes to throw around, because people protest from time to time. A subset of people protest, and now now we have free reign to go and uproot the entire government of that country. We have God's given authority to go and bomb that country to the ground. No, you don't.
Right.
No, you don't. Yeah. Go ahead, read what you got, though.
Colonel Wakan, sir. He is an easy target, but it's safe there.
Hey, buddy, whoa. Now, you won't get this unless you're black, but Donald Trump is basically saying, I know where my ops are. I know where his mama stay. I know where his daddy stay. I know where his daughters stay. He's safe. He cool. We ain't going to hurt the little boy. He's sunning them. This would make any man bring any man that's not a coward into a rage.
Right.
Any man that's not a coward to stir him up to be like, no, I can't go out like this. If I was I wouldn't be surprised if the leader of Iran hop on Twitter, or hop on IG Live right. At this point, say, nah, right. You tripping. You got the copy. Do something. Right. Say something. I know what I doubt what he will do. I doubt that he'll go back from where he's gone so far. I doubt that he'll stop sending more missiles. If anything, I think he'll up his ante. Right. You got any more on that?
Colonel Wakan, sir. We are not going to take him out, kill, at least not for now.
And what?
At least not for now.
Damn. You killing you is an option to us. Donald Trump, Donald Trump is a gangster. He hung out with them rappers in the 90s a little too much.
Right.
He hung out with all them a little too much. I think he was hanging out with DMX and them.
Right.
Yeah, man, that's a tough crowd. He learned too much. He learned the holy things from them.
Right.
He learned something that's going to free God's people in it. Coincidentally, you could drop that. Go ahead and go to the next post.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Colonel Wakan, unconditional surrender.
Unconditional surrender, all caps. That's what Donald Trump is he's commanding. That's what Donald Trump is saying. Unless you want to die, you need to surrender unconditionally. Now, to educate anyone who may not understand what unconditional surrender means, there's a conditional surrender where you say, look, I'll give you some prisoners, I'll give you some money, we'll shake hands, we'll call this a treaty, we'll say we're done here, we're both gonna walk away. Unconditional surrender means that you give me a blank check. Right. I could come in and take whatever I want. I could come and do whatever I want. Japan had to give an unconditional surrender. They were going to blow the island of Japan into the ocean.
Good night.
but the emperor gave an unconditional surrender, and a part of that unconditional surrender meant that the emperor can never be in charge again. Did you know that? Do you know that Japan still has an emperor?
Lies, sir.
Yeah,
Damn.
and neither did I till I read that. Neither did I till I read that. And so, with this unconditional surrender, if Donald Trump gets it, they're basically going to take Iran, and any halfway intelligent person would know that they're just going to come in and take my country, put some fake leader up like that print that they got some alleged prince who's just a talking puppet of the CIA that they cast out. They're gonna put him up to run Iran, just like they put up a puppet government in Iraq twice. I doubt Iran will take that option. Right. I think that in the option where it's fight or flight, I think that they're probably gonna choose fight. Right. And I think that will definitely lead us into God's prophecies. God's prophecies have never been wrong. Give me Isaiah 45:1. Excuse me, 47:1. God's prophecies are never wrong. Don't leave that tab there. Go to the other. Make a new tab. I got a couple of those with the video. Salakia. 47:1. Yeah, God's prophecies are never wrong. When you read this book, you should realize the future of this world. This world's future is war. No matter how much peace you pray that Donald Trump brings, it won't avail to anything. You're praying against God's will. You're praying against God's wishes. What did Christ say? Whatever it is, Lord, let it be thy will. Right. That's what I pray. And God's will just so happens to be that my oppressor passes away like the chaff. Read it when you got it.
Colonel Wakan, sir. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground.
This is God talking to America, telling it, America sits on high right now. America is what are we? The greatest country on the planet Earth, leaders of the free world, police of the planet. That's what America calls itself. All these titles, all these accolades, all these names. They think of themselves so highly. Leader of the free world is insane to me when they still have people in slavery.
Right.
But I digress.
Right.
God says, what does God say?
Come down and sit in the dust.
I know you think of yourself so highly, America, but you come down. You sit here in the dust. Sit here in the dirt where you belong. Keep reading.
O virgin daughter of Babylon.
See, it's calling Babylon or America a virgin because it's never really experienced. It's never been plundered like that.
Right.
It's never been bombed or destroyed or ransacked like that since its inception after the Revolutionary War. America has been flawless, untouched in its homeland.
Right.
Keep reading.
Colonel Wakan. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
See, there is no throne for you, America. America thinks that it's going to go on to be the greatest country and rule over the planet. Secretly, they believe this. Openly, they won't admit it. But I'll tell you, I know whoever wrote up that Project 2025, they believe it.
Right.
They believe that. Why do you think America wants to take over Canada, Greenland, and Mexico? You don't think that's a land grab? You don't think that's going towards that world domination?
Right.
They want to rule this planet, man. But God said no. God said no. You're gonna go to the dirt. You know who lays in the dirt? Bums.
Right.
That's where the rulers of this place are gonna go. Where the bums should go. Keep reading.
Colonel Wakan, sir. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
See, nobody's gonna look at you fondly anymore. Right now, people look at America fondly. I could come here and I could really make it. I could come here. I could be a star. I could make all the money. I could fix my family. America the beautiful. America the brave. They think of this place as something other than evil, downright evil. And it's because of those pastors I speak of, because of those lying politicians. They sweep its evil under the rug, man. I see America for what it truly is.
Right.
I don't have to lie to myself.
Right.
I read this Bible. I swallow the medicine in its fullness. bitter, sweet, anything else in between.
Right.
And it says that, America is the daughter of Babylon. America, it's not going to be looked at tenderly anymore. Keep reading. Read what you got again. Salakia.
Colonel Wakan, sir. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Verse 2. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg.
See, right now, God is giving some advice to you, O daughter of Babylon. You better get to work.
Right.
You need to go and grab the grind that meal up. You
Right.
better start. You know what a lot of smart Americans do? They prep
Right.
because their spirit knows that this place ain't gonna last.
Right.
Things ain't right here. God ain't with this place, whether they know it consciously or not. They know that this place is bound to end and end in a place. And when it ends, it's not gonna be kumbaya. It's gonna be a place of horror with many sects fighting against each other. God is saying you better get to work. You better clock into your job. Hold on. Damn. You better go clock in and get to work and go make some food. Go store it up. Keep reading.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
See, that's what that uncover the thighs. That's how a woman gets to work. That's how you know she's really getting into it.
Right.
She really working hard when she gotta cut that slit in her dress. That's uncovering the thigh and passing over the river. When you go and fording a river, crossing a river is hard work. But if that's what it takes to survive, you're gonna do it. Go ahead, keep reading.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. See, you're not gonna be looked at so fondly and beautifully anymore. Donald Trump is looked at so beautifully right now, but that's because those Epstein tapes never come out. God said that thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Everybody's going to know just how evil you are because all of the proof will be laid for bear.
Right.
All your pedophile presidents and politicians and pastors and priests will be laid out in front of the court, will be laid out on the internet, laid out in newspapers. Right in front of you, you'll see the proof, and you'll know that your favorite person on earth was nasty. You'll know that the person that you looked up to the most was evil.
Right.
You know they hate me right now.
Right.
They hate me right now. Right. Well, wait until this is my new saying. If you think Diddy is nasty,
Good night.
You haven't seen what they do to these children. You haven't seen Jeffrey Epstein and his friends. You haven't seen Donald Trump, Joe Biden, and Obama and Hillary Clinton. You haven't seen what they do. Because if you think that and Diddy is nasty, don't let me misguide y'all. Diddy is filthy, but he ain't holding a candle to these degenerates in high seats here in America. Keep reading.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Uh-oh. See, look, God said, I will take vengeance and I will not meet you as a man. See, God is, all these UFOs or whatever they want to call it. They want to go to war with these UFOs. They want to go to war against some imaginary space creature and this thing or that thing because they imagine that they could fight anything that they can see or things they can't see. But God just said, I will not meet you as a man. When I come to kill you, it'll be like how a butcher slaughters a calf.
Right.
Do you understand? There's nothing you're going to be able to do against Christ and his armies when he returns. And that's who America will be fighting. Who do you think is going to be in charge when Christ comes back? When Christ comes back, it will be war. It will be him versus everybody else.
Right.
Well, let me tell you something. That goes against Christian theology. Right. It goes against those people in Utah or wherever state they are, those Latter-day Saints. That goes against Catholics. Catholics, I don't know what the hell Catholics believe. Catholics believe you're gonna get whisked away in a rapture You're gonna disappear. All your clothes gonna be left in the ground. Your naked body gonna be up with God. That's not in the Bible. What is in the Bible is Jesus Christ going to war with the armies of the earth.
Right.
That's in the Bible, and that's this little news from Iran is just a small little taste of what's to come. What's to come, man? Keep reading.
If I could, sir, just
Go ahead.
read what
Go
you're
ahead.
saying. This is the book of Luke, chapter 19, and verse 27. But those mine enemies, which I would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
You want me to break that down?
Colonel, please just add to your point, sir.
See, Jesus Christ, when he comes back, he's gonna say, and those mine enemies, not my friends,
Right.
not those who love me in word, not those who come and jump up and down on Sundays and get the Holy Ghost,
Right.
talking fake tongues, talking fake languages. Not them. He's talking about mine enemies.
Right.
Those who would wish not to serve me.
Right.
See, when Jesus Christ comes back as a black man, you think you're gonna be able to serve that?
Right.
You think he would accept your service?
Right.
You think that you think Jesus Christ is some blonde-haired, blue-eyed, white sissy? When a black angry man comes out of the sky, will you be able to bow?
Right.
Well, look, if you don't, Jesus Christ said, "Those mine enemies, if they that don't wish to serve me, bring them and slay them
Right.
before my feet." Go ahead.
No, so like it, sir, if I may, like what y'all saying is so heavy, and if I could just if I could tie the two together, both the precepts that y'all just brought out, like during these riots, and every time you see the abuse of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we think that we gonna get freedom in this country, or in this world rather. We think we gonna get the oppressors' boot off our neck by marching, and what they had the NFAC, not effing around coalition, you know what I mean, going up in arms. We had you know what I mean, during when we was protesting George Floyd, we was flooding the streets and breaking, you know what I mean, doing the riots and all of that. It's much like how we doing in LA right now. The precepts that you just brought up in Isaiah, I believe, what was the 47th chapter, and the precept that Abiyar just brought out, it just goes to show you that that's not how we gonna get out of this captivity.
Right.
I mean, the Most High just said he's not gonna meet them as a man. You talking about not effing around coalition, you showing up with guns and all of that and standing on the corner and acting like you tough, even though your oppressor could do whatever he want with you, however he want with you at any time. That's not what the Lord wants for you. The only way for us to get up out of this condition is for us to come back and serve our power.
Right.
Because the Most High is not going to meet you. The Most High is not going to meet our oppressor as a man like you would. Slack you.
Hey, that's right. Give him a hand, man.
Right.
There's no amount of preparing you can do to face the Lord. Only thing you could prepare to do is get in line. Whatever line you want to get in line, the left-hand line or the right-hand line. I know what line I'm in.
Right.
I know what line I'm working to be in. That's what I live and die for. Now you might want to play the fence, play the what they like to call that, tiptoe on both sides. Straddle the fence. That's what I meant to say. You like to straddle the fence. A lot of Christians like to do that. They like to battle me about what they can and can't do with grace and this and that. Well, look, you try to keep using that grace. Use it all up, I guess. Use all your grace up. And see what happens. See what happens at the end. You know what Christians think? They think that the trumpets are going to blow. Christ is going to come down, and then they're just going to be they're going to be holy and sinless, and they're going to be like, all right, I'm going to get it right. No more, they're going to be standing next to their lesbian wife. Get away from me. We don't know each other. Jesus is here.
Right.
They're going to be standing next to their gay lover.
Good.
Jesus is here.
Nice.
No, Christ has been watching you the whole time.
Right.
The angels have been watching you the whole time. They know who you are and what you really want or what you're really about. All right. Let me drop that. No, there's more on that, ain't there? Yeah, let me get more on Isaiah 47. I think it's let me get
Let's see.
that.
Let me pull the whole chapter up right quick. Verse 5.
I might be nah, drop that, and get Revelation 16 and 12.
Come.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. War ain't sweet. War ain't nice. You know, it's gonna get. This is gonna be devastating.
Right.
I'm gonna pull up the statistics for World War casualties. Y'all are gonna see just how many people die, and as many soldiers die, 10 times as many civilians die. So if you're going to war or not, your life is on the line.
Right.
Your life is on the line. I wouldn't wager it. I think these world wars take like 10% of the population. No, I don't know. I gotta look that up, but they take a good amount of the world population every time. So, you know, we'll just have to see about that. Do you got that?
Colonel Wakan, sir. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16 and verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
See, God is preparing the way of his people to come back.
Right.
The sixth vial is being poured out, brother. That's what's happening. That's what's been happening. Honestly, this is old news. This has been true. Go ahead, go to verse 13.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Verse 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon.
See, the dragon is America's military might. These frogs are just like lies.
Right.
They're like a miracle that the dragon produced. To say that it's got power, you know, got some mystical power, kind of like how they have those the miracles of Egypt or whatever, or how your fake Christian pastor works a fake miracle in front of you to fool you or deceive you. It'll say that. Go ahead, keep reading.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
The out of the mouth of the beast is like the politicians here in America, and out of the mouth of the false prophet is out of the mouth of these fake religious leaders. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all don't know who the hell these false prophets are. It's your favorite pastor, T.D. Jakes. It's your favorite pastor. Joel Osteen, your favorite The Bible says that these false prophets would be very popular.
Right.
I'm not popular.
Right.
I mean, I'm not. I'm popular in some respects.
Right.
Ladies like me.
Right. Right.
But I'm not Joel Osteen popular.
Right.
I'm not T.D. Jakes popular. See, this is the miracle that these false prophets read. These false prophets, a little bit on them, they like to create miracles that are just not true. Like this one, speaking of in Revelations. They like to tell you things like, if you just confess that Jesus is Lord and love him with all your heart, you're going to get to heaven.
Right.
That's not true.
Right.
That ain't true at all. I don't know. Do you even know how to love Jesus? Y'all think loving Jesus is an emotion.
Right.
Y'all believe that loving Jesus is a feeling in your heart. You know who loves their wife? People who beat their wife love their wife.
Damn.
People who cheat on their wife love their wife.
Right.
So that's how I see y'all loving Jesus. Y'all like to mistreat and cheat on Jesus.
Right.
Every time I catch a Christian celebrating one of these pagan holidays, Christmas, Halloween, or so on, Easter, so on and so forth, I say, what are you doing? You know that's against Jesus Christ. Well, Jesus knows my heart. Well, Jesus knows my heart. You sound like you're in an abusive relationship with Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, when he comes back, he's not going to know you.
Right.
He's not going to know you. That's one of the lying miracles that these pastors have done. They've convinced you to think that you love somebody where you do hateful things to them.
Right.
You're in a cognitive dissonance. You're in a psychosis, a state of psychosis where you believe you're one of God's strongest soldiers. No, you're his greatest enemy.
Right.
You're a soldier of one of his greatest enemies.
Right.
These false prophets. You can keep reading. You got something?
Oh, lie, sir. I was just.
Oh, okay. No sweat. Go ahead and read the rest of that.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Verse 14. For they are the spirits of devils, working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth.
See, the kings of the earth, they're going to believe these lying miracles. They're going to believe them too. That's what a lot of this what you see out here is. A lot of people believe, well, give me something that, people believe that the Jewish man are the true Jews written of in the Bible. That's a lie. A lot of the planet believes that. Very few people on the planet don't believe that lie. Iran don't believe it. Who else don't believe it? I guess that's really it. I get very seldom people don't believe that lie.
Right.
That's one of the lies that protrude out of the mouth of this country, this beast here in America. Go ahead, keep reading.
Colonel Wakan, sir. To gather them to the battle of the great day of God Almighty.
Oh, wait a minute. To gather them for the rapture.
To gather them together to the battle of that great day of God Almighty.
Nah, man. No, see, I'm going to tell you what that lying miracle is that's coming out of the beast, this planet, this place called America, and the military might of America. America's military might is going to see UFOs, UAPs, whatever they want to call them, coming out of the sky, and they're going to say, oh, those are here to wage war with us. They're here to wage war with us. I'm telling you prophecy here in the Bible.
Right.
They're here to wage war with us. That's Christ and his angels coming back.
Right.
And that lie is going to be a catalyst after this, after World War III kind of simmers down a little bit, because it's about to rev right up. But after it gets kind of good and, good and right, they going to tell this lie. We got intel. We got intel in.
Right.
The aliens are coming.
Right.
I repeat, the mothership is coming. We all have to stop fighting each other and fight off this alien invasion, or none of us will survive. Right. That's going to be on CNN, NBC, Fox News, every Al Jazeera. Everybody's going to report the same thing.
Right.
They're going, because everybody's going to believe the report of America. They're going to believe the lie. Yeah, that is the alien mothership. We got to get rid of it, or we're all going to die. I repeat, we're all going to die. And America's going to convince the planet to go to war against Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ is going to go to war with the entire earth. That's Bible prophecy. I'm reading it right here in the Bible. Go ahead, keep reading.
Colonel Wakan, sir, verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments.
See, Christ is describing the way in which he will approach. You'll see signs of these prophecies coming to fulfillment. That's why I rejoiced at the beginning of this class. Right. I see yet another sign that my king is coming back.
Right.
I know it's going to be hell to get there. And to avoid that hell, you're going to need brotherhood, black man, Hispanic man, Native American, Indian. If you're out there in the world today, if you hear my voice, see my face, brother, you need to come into the ISUBK under Commander General Yohana.
That's right.
This is the only sanctuary, the only refuge. They used to call this place a sanctuary back when I first came into school. I didn't truly understand it. But I understand it now, because when these prophecies get into their heights, brother, and you won't see us on no city block anymore. You gonna see us bunkered down. You gonna see us at the crib. You ain't gonna see us really, but we gonna see you.
Right.
I would pray that before it gets bad, brother, you're in here. You're in here under the hedge of the Most High power, and you're protected from these plagues that are going to wax and wash over the entire earth for their sins of what they've done to blacks, Hispanics, and natives. Otherwise, brother, these plagues might take you. What does the Bible say? Come out of her, my people.
Right.
That ye may be no partaker in her plagues. Plagues are coming to America. Plagues are coming to this place. War is just one aspect of them. After the war, it's going to be famine and pestilence.
Right.
You're going to be diseased up. You know white people don't wash their hands. You know I don't know, but I know black people are gonna try to bunker up with peaceful white people. They gonna get the mumps.
Right.
They gonna get monkeypox or something because them boys do not wash up. You gonna be like the natives after Columbus came. Follow the laws of the Bible and don't do it like some nut in his house by himself. You better come here with your brothers. That's what a lot of people are. They're a little too antisocial. A lot of these Israelites out here antisocial. You gotta learn. You gotta get out of that, brother. You gotta come and deal with your brothers. Ain't nobody say it's gonna be easy all the time. Christ didn't say it was gonna be easy all the time, but he created a system so that you can get around it. Now you better go where it's right and not where you like. A lot of people like to choose they Israelite group. You let your wife choose it. You're gonna be in the purple group.
Right.
They gonna be touching all on you and your wife.
Yikes.
Let you choose it. You're gonna be smoking weed somewhere in the garage.
Right.
Talking about Shalom, Aki. Brother, brother, that's not together. Brother, that's you all what is that called? Cradling. You all holding each other's sins up.
Right.
Y'all together because y'all got the same sins. And y'all and nobody wants to change. Well, brother, do something drastic. Do something radical and join the ISUPK under commanding General Yana. That's what you need to do. All right. Go ahead, keep reading that Revelations. I'm finna reveal something tonight.
The book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments.
Christ says, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments. You know what that means? That doesn't mean blessed is he that 12 years ago confessed that I'm Lord with his mouth and said that they love me. It said that they watch and wait for me. They live their life, and keeping their garments means that they keep an appearance. They show that they're one of mine by how they act and how they conduct themselves. That's what Christ is talking about here. What's the end of that say?
Lest he walk naked and they see his shame.
Yeah, lest you walk naked out here, man. Lest you walk out here like you don't know what the hell's going on.
Right.
Walk out here like grace is gonna cover everything. Grace ain't gonna cover your thotting and bopping. Grace ain't gonna cover your drug dealing. Grace ain't gonna cover your and that's why a lot of men can't respect that Christian church because of how effeminate it is. Right. A man cannot hear that he can do anything and nobody's gonna hold him accountable.
Right.
Because you know what he hears? He hears that this place is entirely too unsafe.
Right.
This place is too unsafe. There's no rules here. There's no structure here. What do you mean? What do you mean the pastor who was caught being a pedo is up on the pulpit the next Sunday? No real man, no righteous man can respect that kind of den of debauchery. So, lest you want to be caught naked, you better stop believing that grace will cover everything. So, like, is there something more? What is that dude saying? What's going on?
This is A Hammer. You know, he's a regular in the chat. I believe he's a presumed Edomite, but he's just coming in here scoffing, saying the same thing.
Man, shout out to A Hammer, man. You know, I'm glad you tuning in to your destruction. The revolution will not be televised after, the lights go out. So go ahead and I would, you know where I want to be? I want to, if the Lord would allow, I want to see this dude's face
right.
when his ceiling crashed in. I bet he's gonna still hate us to that day. You damn Israelites.
Right.
Boy, it's tough, boy. It's tough being dumb. It's tough out there.
Right.
Go ahead, keep reading. I think there's some more on that.
Con, sir. Verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and see his shame.
I broke that down. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon.
Yeah, so basically, Christ is gonna basically lead the world's armies to one place called Armageddon, the Valley of Jehoshaphat. I think it's called also the Valley of Decision, and that's where Christ is just gonna whoop the dog shit out of everybody who shows up.
Right.
All right, and if you don't believe me, that's in the Bible.
Right.
I am not making that up.
Right.
Let me get. Let me get Joel 3:9.
Tell them what kind, sir.
Revelations 18:4.
Did it come out of her?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that in a second. After Joel 18.
Colonel Wakan, sir, this is the book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war.
See, this is something I love to do. God gave this commandment to Joel, but I take it upon myself. You Gentiles, all you nations, you need to prepare for war. I know you're already doing it, but now I'm just talking to your civilian populations.
Right.
They're preparing for war, all right? They followed the counsel of God, and they're getting ready. They getting ready for war. Iran wasn't playing. You seen Russia ain't playing. China's not playing either. China is not playing. China is one dog that America is afraid to bite because they don't really understand. They don't really know everything that they're doing.
Right.
All that smog is hard to see through with the UAV.
Right.
You understand? So they don't know what they're doing. But, it's, brother, all these nations are preparing for war.
Right.
All of them. This is something that God wrote of. Keep reading.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near.
God is saying, wake up all your strongest soldiers, all your baddest men, all your famous soldiers. You got the best man in your platoons, the best man, your best strategists, all of that. Get all of it. Like 4X.
Right.
What that boy 4X say. Bring all of them. Get all your fades out the way. I want all of them. I don't care if it's 9, 10 fades. Keep reading.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords.
See, God is saying you need to be so desperate to fight. You need to start turning this farm equipment into war material. What are we doing farming? What are we doing? What are we doing trying to do agriculture? We got a war to fight. That's the spirit that you need to bring into this battle.
Right.
That God is preparing this planet for. I ain't making this up. Go ahead and read that article I got up about China and Iran.
Colonel Wakan, sir.
You know what I mean? China got nukes. We don't know if Iran got nukes. They don't think Iran got nukes, but they're sick of them trying to make them. So they went ahead and bombed Iran. But let me show y'all something that China did. China sent Iran a little package last night. Y'all might not have known. China sent Iran a little bitty package. Read the title of that.
Colonel Wakan, sir. China's covert cargo flight to Iran sparks global crisis. Transponder blackout ignites fear of the world war.
I didn't make that up.
Right.
That happened while you were taking a nap or probably taking your lunch break. It's a different time zone over there.
Right.
So can you put me up a little bit more? See, that happened, I don't know if Iran has nukes, but I have a feeling they might.
Right.
I have a feeling if they didn't before, they fin to in a little bit.
Right.
They fin to in a little bit. You know how America waged war with Russia through Ukraine.
Right.
Why wouldn't China wage war with Israel and America through Iran?
Right.
That's Bible prophecy. Didn't I just read that? about Persia. All these people will be drug into this war, drug into these fights. Do y'all see these people on TikTok? This is a white man on TikTok. He was mad. He was like, they all they do is read the Bible and pull up. Now they playing the news, brother. You wouldn't, brother. I'm telling you the news before it happens. You wouldn't. I gotta show you the news so I can show you that I said this before. You can't catch on. But it bless your heart, man. You know, God blessed me with the patience to talk to people who may not be as quick-witted as me. So, you know, I'm here for you, devil. I'm here for you, and we're going to get you sorted out. We're going to get everybody here sorted out. Go ahead, keep reading. Then read the title again for anybody who missed it.
Colonel, with concern. China's covert cargo flight to Iran sparks global crisis. Transponder blackout ignites fears of world war.
No, it wasn't a cargo plane. It was like a passenger plane, right?
China's covert cargo flight.
Covert cargo flight. Wonder what they had in the back of that plane. Right. Keep reading. Go ahead.
Salakia, what you said was so heavy because the future already happened. We've been talking about what's happening in the future since 1969. Commander General Yohanna been itching. He been talking about World War III. You know what I mean? Since he got control of the school in the 80s.
Right.
You know what I mean? He been talking about the future. What you think is the future is we've been talking about these things. This brother's just trying to help you. Salaki. I just wanted to I just want to double down on that. Salaki.
Damn right. Give him Commander General Yohanna and the Lord a hand. Yeah, this is not new. This is what, a thousand some years old. Look, brothers. Look, I'm just catching you up. I know you were born yesterday. I'm catching you up to speed. Peep what God is doing in front of you, man. Scroll down and read some of that article. It'll give you some nasty details. I know y'all believe Donald Trump is so cocky on Twitter too. Look, they come. What did he say? Oh man, what did he say? Unconditional surrender.
Right.
I think there might be a love letter stamped on the back of whatever that man write back. Get the first paragraph. Is it?
Colonel, sir.
Mysterious flight.
Colonel, with concern. The mysterious flight raises global alarms. The suspicious part. The Chinese plane turned off its transponder.
They did what?
Turned off its transponder.
No. They let all the local flight towers know their flight path and all that. They checked in like they were supposed to.
The Chinese plane turned off its transponder.
That's not a good sign. Why would they do that? Keep reading.
The electronic device that helps air traffic controllers track aircraft in the sky. When a plane disables this system, it becomes nearly invisible to radar.
Boy. I'll see y'all tomorrow. If I see y'all tomorrow, I'll see you brothers. I'll see these brothers. I don't know about y'all. Y'all acting like y'all got all day.
Right.
I think this thing, boy.
Right.
Look, boy. I'm about to go cash out. We going to Academy tonight.
Right.
Look, boy. I'm going to tell you like this. This is not this thing up. This is God. If you're Black, Hispanic, or Native American, this is God giving you a wake up call. This is your wake up call to get right or you're gonna get left.
Right.
You're gonna get left. There's no how do Christians even believe they're gonna get saved?
Right.
How do Christians do it? I know that rapture thing was popular, but I don't think that's what Baptists believe. I'm gonna have to ask on these. I used to be Baptist and I never knew. They just said die and ask Jesus all the time. Go ahead.
Salakia, if I remember correctly, I think they already think they saved.
I forgot. Yeah, they are saved. Damn, Kakazai, you got a point. They are saved. It don't matter if they live, die, or whatever. Jesus Christ gonna embrace them. No, he not.
Right.
I tell you, there will be a warm feeling though. A warm feeling from thermonuclear warfare.
Damn
Go ahead,
right.
keep reading that paragraph. If there's anything that pops up in the chats, of course, you feel free to bring it up.
Colonel Wakan, sir. This secretive act has raised serious eyebrows, especially when paired with long-standing suspicions that China could be supplying weapons to Iran behind the scenes. Yikes.
Uh-oh.
Right.
You know what was the funniest part to me? Seeing Benjamin Netanyahu's plane fly right after Iran started to retaliate. He flew from wherever the hell he was at in Israel and flew straight to Greece. Shout out to Itazab. He said, "Why do you go to Greece? I thought Israelites flee to Africa."
Right. Damn.
Yeah, man. They're not Israelites.
Right.
They're not Israelites. Yeah, and he flew to Greece because that's probably where he's from. This is not sweet. They think that they're attacking some small, harmless nation. They say that Iran has some of the most advanced land-to-land missiles, hypersonic missiles out there. And if they strap one of those nuclear payload or a few of those nuclear payloads, well, buddy, you got yourself a bad situation. Go ahead.
Right.
Is there any more in there?
Colonel Wakan, sir.
Go ahead.
Experts believe this isn't just another routine flight. It signals a covert military operation that could include banned equipment, advanced weapon systems, or critical supplies meant to fuel Iran's ongoing defense against Israeli strikes.
Buddy, yes. No shit.
Right.
Excuse me. No duh.
Right.
Yes, it's not just an ordinary flight. This is there are armaments in that cargo plane. Do I have to explain that for anybody?
Right.
There are weapons on that plane. At the very least, let's say it's not a nuclear bomb. At the very least, it's something to keep that fight that Iran has going. You know what that boy in that bunker did? He picked up the phone and called Xi Jinping. He said, "Hey, you hate America, I hate America. Let's be friends."
Damn.
And when Xi Jinping picked up the phone, who picked up the phone after that? Putin.
Right.
Vladimir Putin was on three-way in the back like, dang, it's deep, boy.
Right.
It's deep. You got to put a old uno reverso. Hit them. You need to send some weapons to Iran so we can hit them.
Right.
Like how they send weapons to Ukraine to hit me. That's what's going to be happening here, man. I think Iran and China are very close as well. Very close. So it won't be nearly as difficult as it was for the U.S. to ship weapons and money over to Ukraine. So if that's the end all we got on that article, let's go ahead and pick up right here at Revelations 18 and 6. Let me get that.
Colonel Wakan, sir, this is the book of Revelations.
Yawash, you said I should go to 4?
All that.
Yeah, the whole chapter good. This is talking about why America deserves it. A lot of you out there, y'all don't believe America deserves it, and that's because the wool is, they call it the wool pulled over your eyes. You believe that this place is so beautiful, like the earlier precepts quoted. You believe that this place is the land of the free, the home of the brave. You believe that this country is so great. I got into a Facebook battle recently. Somebody tried to pull a scripture in Isaiah. I believe Isaiah 1 and 7. And it says, the strangers will come and burn down your cities, and they're going to eat of your crops and this and that. And some white woman on Facebook said that this is the Mexicans coming and burning down the cop cars and this. And I said, what?
Good night.
I said, what? I said, wouldn't this sooner be white people coming and taking over America? She said, God gives lands to people all the time. I said, this is how much they love this evil place. You know what God never does? God never gives a land to a people who are going to eat its inhabitants.
Right.
Who are going to grape its inhabitants.
Right.
Who are going to, enslave, do the things that they did in slavery to its inhabitants. God's never going to do that. When God goes and gives a land, when God gave that land to Israel, it was very simple. It was like, y'all evacuate or we going to have to make it look like y'all were never here.
Right.
There's no in between. I'm keeping it a buck.
Right.
I'm not lying. What y'all did was things written of in horror stories. I could go into it.
Right.
Y'all ate. Y'all was eating us. Y'all would, brother. You know where the first Thanksgiving was? The first Thanksgiving is when they slaughtered. A lot of the Native American slaughters in the beginning, they were brought about by like trickery. They'd be like, oh yeah, after they helped them and they gained strength, they would come back and say, let's be friends. Stab them in the back, cut off the chieftain's head, and hang it up on pikes. Dance and sing,
Right.
and celebrate. That's how they celebrate God. That's not in the Bible, man. That's not in the Bible. See, America believes that it's the good guy when it's really the bad guy.
Right.
It's the evil guy in the story. All right, Salakia. But this right here in Revelations 18 is going to go into why you deserve it. You don't understand the plethora of evil you've done against the inhabitants of the earth, but most importantly, God's chosen people. So, I'm here to explain it to you.
Colonel Wakansa, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto
the
her.
Bible says, give her what she gave out.
Right.
Reward her as she rewarded you. That's talking to some real people in the near future.
Right.
Reward her as she rewarded you. What did America reward us with? Chains, abuse, poverty,
Right.
slavery, death, all sorts of oppression. Well, what does the Bible say?
Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Well, give her what she gave you. Don't that sound fair? That's what I don't understand about white people. White people, they believe in fairness until it's about them being fair.
Right.
Doesn't that sound fair to you? Because that's what God in the Bible is saying. And black Christians, y'all stay out of this conversation because I know y'all want to come and save. That's what they want Christ's salvation to be. They want Christ's salvation to be for white people from Christ's punishment for white people.
Damn.
No, this isn't something that's going to get turned around. There's no amount of accepting a fake white Jesus that anybody can do to change what's written of here in Revelations.
Right.
Read it again, Salakia.
Colonel Wakansa, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works.
And double, brother. Give 2 times as much oppression, 2 times as much poverty unto these people who've perpetually kept my people in poverty. 2 times as much death. Right. Don't that sound fair?
Right.
2 times as much family separation. Y'all love to separate families. 2 times as much. For you, wouldn't that be fair? God says it's fair. God says it's very fair. Keep reading.
Colonel Wakansa, in the cup which she had filled, Salakia, in the cup which she had filled, fill her to double.
See, in the cup that she would have us drink. See, America wants us to oppress us and then have us tie up and pick ourselves up by our bootstraps. Well, brother, why do I got to pick myself up by my bootstraps when your knee's on my neck?
Right.
How about you just get your knees off my neck, quit untying my shoes, and maybe we'll all get along just fine. Well, God says, you know what? Since they wanted you to just eat that, just do double unto them.
Right.
Just do double unto them. That'll get that. Go ahead and get your get back. Keep reading.
Colonel Wakansa, verse 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen.
See, this is what you Americans, because I'm gonna separate myself from y'all in this instance.
Right.
I'm gonna separate myself from y'all right here. y'all like to glorify yourselves, beautify America, all this and all that. When I see what you do, I see how you separate families with ICE. I see how you oppress Hispanics and natives. You got girls disappearing on reservations. I seen y'all kick out the same natives off of their own reservations, which you forced them upon so you could frack on their land. I see all the evil that goes on here in America. I see the poverty you forced on all of us. I see the fact that you forced these lifestyles that are against God into the face of our children, whether it be the LGBTQ, whether it be being a hoe. You know, only way to make it out the hood, they say, is the dope game or playing ball. Well, for women, you gotta add being a hoe, because that's what they force in front of these little girls' faces is nothing but whoredom. They proliferate hoes in our society. They don't do that. They make Taylor Swift popular. You know, Taylor Swift is a classy hoe. She switches boyfriends every year.
Damn.
Not every month. You know, and she got I don't know. But you understand what I'm saying. They want you to be an outward. You just appear as a hoe and treat yourself like that. Right. That's why you like white boys and do all these things that are sinful. It's not just because that's who you are, black man, Hispanic man, Native man. That's because that's what your oppressor puts on your plate. Right. That's all he has for you. Right. That's all he desires for you to be. And that's the only, since you see that those are your only options, that's all you do. That's not even your fault. Your oppressor has everything afforded them, and they still choose lives of crime. They still choose to be drug dealers and degenerates. That's what they choose to be willingly. You do it because that's your only option. It's your only option. You think Sexy Red wants to have to twerk for the rest of her life? You think? I know Ice Spice don't want to have to twerk for the rest of her life. She got tired of twerking real fast. Right. She said, "All right, I'm about over this twerking thing." Right. No, they don't. They don't. But they'll pretend and prop those lies up so that our people take them on as lifestyles. That's not who you really are, man. And so because they wanted to force that on us, well, we're going to force something, something twice as bad on them. Right. They like to glorify themselves. Read that again. Salakia.
Colonel Wakan, sir. How much has she glorified herself and lived deliciously? So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
See, that's how a proud hoe talks. Proud hoe is going to destroy her man, destroy her children, call herself the best, call herself what? Queen. Right. Call herself goddess. Call herself, I sit a queen, I'm no widow. Glorify herself. But she is the root and the originator of all the torment in the house. Right. She's the reason why everybody is sad and destroyed. Right. That woman, a bad evil woman in your house, is going to destroy the whole mood. Right. You got something?
If I may, real quick, just I think Father's Day just passed, and it was all what I mean. I don't want to say just sisters, but it was a whole lot of women online talking about how all 7 of their baby fathers ain't nothing. Damn. You know what I mean? But you the one that was busting it open, letting him do all manner of ravaging, you know what I mean, putting that seed in you. You know what I mean? He wasn't nothing when he was in you. Right. But it was no accountability. So, like, just to your point, you know what I mean? That's exactly what a proud hoe would say, because we just saw it this Sunday. Salakia.
Right. Go ahead.
Slackers, I just found out this a couple of days ago the real definition of love, what it really stands for. Anybody know what the acronym of love stands for? Y'all don't know what it stands for? It stands for legs open very easily.
Open.
Love stands for legs open very easily.
I bet that's what they would like you to believe, man. Right. That's a part of those lies they like to teach. Right. This place is gonna confuse love with sex. Right. That's what they confuse love with. You know, we made love. Did we like they? I remember when they differentiated that. Did y'all make love or did y'all have sex? See, they used to remember when they split that up. This is just casual. This is we just passing two ships passing in the night. This place is wicked, man. This place is wicked because it has the spirit of a hoe.
Right.
America is a female name, if you're asking me. The Statue of Liberty. This place, all I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say this, man. God, the wickedness that this place does is comparable to the wickedness, women are capable of.
Right.
So,
Right.
go ahead, keep reading.
Colonel Concert, verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
Oh, see, remember when I told you that Yahweh Jesus Christ, he was gonna whip the dog mess out of y'all and that valley in Armageddon, the valley of decision, the valley of Jehoshaphat. This is the precept right here.
Right.
All in one day. Hey, wait, did I read that right? Yeah.
Okay.
There shall her plagues come in one day. No, this ain't it. That's in second Esdras. That where he's gonna consume them with the fire of his mouth, something like that. But if you want, I could get that though. But we don't have to. No, but this is how the plagues of America is gonna come about, man. This is gonna happen very quickly. Very quickly, this place will be destroyed for its wickedness, man. Christ is gonna come and blow this,
Right.
Hiroshima this place.
Right.
You understand? You're gonna. We got any more metaphors for what Christ is gonna do to this place? Smithereens,
Right.
this place. You
Right.
understand? Keep reading.
Colonel with concern. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord thy God who judgeth her.
See, strong. See, look, brother. All that nuclear warfare, all that fire, death, destruction, famine, it's all coming. One day you're gonna think it's all sweet. You're gonna go to work, you're gonna go home, kiss your wife, kids, get on the internet, call me an N-word,
Right.
say this, say that against God's chosen people, say Mexicans aren't this, say natives aren't that, say blacks are all this. God's going to come and pay you back.
Right.
God's going to come and pay you back. Just know that. When you're typing up your dumb little comment, just know that God is going to kill me for this. When you're hating on a Mexican, when you're trying to lock a Mexican up, when you're voting for somebody who's going to lock Mexicans up, know that God is going to come and pay you back for that. Know that.
Right.
Let me see here. Let me see. I got a video.
The Marines. Oh, you already played that one. Slack.
Of something you can expect. No, give me Isaiah 34:1. Oh, you got some? Yeah, that should be open at 34:1.
Colonel Wakan, sir, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein.
I don't got to break that down too much. Everybody, all you nations, listen to this. Listen to what God is about to say. Keep reading.
The world and all the things that come forth of it, Salakia. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
So like I'm reading this TikTok. What does this dude say? I don't know what's up with all these. Granny going crazy. If I don't think that's Granny at all. I think that might be an oppressor.
Right.
Read that again, Salakia.
Colonel Wakan, sir. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, and verse 2. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
See, for the indignation of the Lord, God's hatred is upon all the nations. That means America.
Right.
America is all the nations. That means, if you want to take it like a race thing, that means Caucasians.
Right.
God's indignation is on you Caucasians.
Right.
On you Jewish people. That's what God is saying, because nations are people who are not Israelites.
Right.
Read that again.
Colonel
I'm
Wakan, sir.
going to bring it down as you read.
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
All nations. Asians, white women. I'm trying to sound like Trinidad James. All the Arabics, Persians, Grecians, whatever, UKians, whatever, all of y'all, all you Irish people, you Gaelic people, all of you, God's fury and indignation is upon you. Thus saith the Lord. This is in the Bible.
Right.
Go ahead, keep reading.
Colonel Wakan. And his fury upon all their armies.
And all of your armies. His fury is the what you see. His fury is what he's gonna do.
Right.
His fury will be upon all of your armies. All of your armies. USA, I don't see you being exempt from this prophecy.
Right.
I don't have an army. I mean, I got my brothers.
Right.
I can't send no army to go to war with none of these nations.
Right.
But I'm in the Lord's army, but I don't got an army. Look, man, this is what's coming to America. Keep reading. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long.
He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
To the slaughter. Keep reading. Go to the next verse. God has delivered these nations to the slaughter. This, again, I explained this earlier. This isn't going to be like a fight where it's going to be a competition. This is going to be, God is mad. He's going to spank y'all. And it's not like I'm making it sound very cute, but it ain't going to be cute. It's going to be it's going to be a bloodbath.
Right.
Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 3. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
It's going to be so many dead bodies. So many dead bodies. Brother. Your brother, your father, your cousins.
Right.
Y'all need to really picture this in y'all head, white people watching. Maybe black Christians too.
Right.
Y'all need to really picture this in y'all heads. If y'all don't want to stop worshiping white Jesus, y'all need to picture this in your head. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up and of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. Brother, you know how much blood needs to come down to erode a mountain?
Right.
You know what that means? The flesh dissolving could wipe away a mountain.
Damn.
Brother, now get my clip. Go to minute marker 50. I think it's already there. This white man's gonna talk about how he had to kill some Japanese people, kill some people in World War II, and what it was like. He's gonna talk about it real casually, but it's a bit of a dark story, and he's gonna tell you this is what y'all got to look. This isn't even a glimpse of what y'all got to look forward to. And I gotta pull those World War II stats. We gotta make this real quick. Yeah, but go ahead play this video, y'all, and I'm gonna try to draw a similarity so y'all could kind of imagine what Christ is going to do to the planet Earth, to all these nations. Read. Or go ahead, play it, Salaki.
Colonel Khan, sir.
He was a machine gunner.
Yeah, they dropped a grenade in and shot his leg off, mangled his leg, and he couldn't get no paramedic to help him. This is what he told me. He said he started crawling out. He got down out of his foxhole, and got a couple hundred yards down.
They shot some machine gunner, blew his leg off with a grenade. So he's crawling. The gunner's crawling to try to get help, and this happens. Go ahead.
And Newt Rockney picked him up, was going to carry him. Jap shot him in the back, and Earl said he had to crawl further. Another guy picked him up, and he got shot. I mean, they was all over, buddy. I'm telling you, it's hard to get away from. No matter what direction you went, there's a Jap in front of you.
So he's saying everybody who tried to pick that gunner up, who had his leg blown off, they got shot. That's a little small glimpse of what's coming. What's gonna come to y'all, man? The cruelty that's gonna befall this place and all places on earth.
Right.
Keep playing it.
We heard there's going to be a banzai attack, so we laid down shoulder to shoulder what was left of us with the machine guns, pistols, and everything we had, and they come through. Well, and we mowed them down. When we got done, they was about 3 deep. We had to walk over top of them next morning.
Pause it. See, he's talking about, he countered an ambush. He heard that some people were going to come and bonsai charge him in the morning. They laid in the bushes waiting for him all night. When they came, they mowed him down with machine guns, pistols, whatever they had. And he said they were so deep, it was like 3 bodies deep stacked on top of each other. To walk over them, they had to climb over them. God, now, that's some bodies.
Right.
It's a lot of people killed right there. Well, when God's done with y'all, the landscape is going to be different.
Oh, damn.
When God is done with this place through his King Yahushua or Jesus Christ, this place is going to look, wherever the battle's going to be at, it's going to be a lot flatter. Maybe some holes.
Right.
Mountains that were there will not be there. Google Maps will be forever changed.
Damn.
You understand? Go back to Revelation. Or that's where we're at. No, we're in Isaiah. Go back to that.
Colonel Wakanda, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 3.
Actually, no, not yet. Pull up. I don't think I Googled it. Google World War casualty counts. All right. I'm going to show y'all just how many people die. Yeah, a lot of people are afraid of that draft. I'm going to tell you something. If you dodge that draft, your life is not out of the way. God's wrath, God's fury is not just on the armies. It's coming for all flesh. Everybody's going to feel a bit of this. And if you make it out of that, as it says in Edris, well, just count yourself lucky that you made it into the kingdom to serve. Congratulations. It's gonna be like Hunger Games. Oh, that's dead. That joint dead. Oh, World War II. I wanted to walk them up, but World War I, you can start with World War I statistics. Go ahead.
While he looking for those, I wanted to wait for the stats to come out first, but I just want to let you know, anybody who claims to be a patriot and claims to love America, and you dodge that draft, or you don't go and sign up for the military, you know what I mean, you claim to be a patriot, you got that flag with the blue stripe on the back of your windshield, or you got the All Lives Matter, you got the whatever, you know what I mean, you got the Confederate flag hanging up. If you dodge that draft, you don't join if you don't join the American military right now, you are a coward.
Right.
And either you can die, you got 2 choices. You either lose your life fighting for your country, or you could lose your life as a coward. But as it prophesies in the Bible, America is going to fall. So those are your 2 options. You can either lose your life as a coward, or you could lose your life as a patriot. But what my suggestion would be is for you to, if you are a so-called Edomite, you claim to be an American, you should join the military, and you should go ahead and train.
Right.
It's like you.
Hey, that's a fact. Give him a hand, man.
Right.
Hey, if you love America, you need to go ahead and join the battle. You better fight for your land, fight for your country, because this is the last one you're gonna get.
Right.
This is the last chance at last chance at ruling you're gonna get.
Right.
After this, it's either the grave or chains. You take your pick. I know some Edomites who came to me and said, "Can I get in those chains?"
Right.
Well, I said, "I'm gonna think about it."
Right.
I'm thinking about it. You don't look like you could do a lot of work. You look lazy.
Right.
I know your type. Nah, I need one of them soldiers we take back.
Right.
If we take any back, I need them boys. I see it, because they got that pride in them. I'm trying to break that one.
Right.
Keep them out there in the sun. You really just gotta bake them for a little day. You let them get sunburned, then you whip them, and then that's gonna really make them. What's your name? Shah. whatever Hebrew name, whatever I call them.
Right. That's
garbage.
Like double to me.
Yeah, that sound like double. That's just my little best. I'm just throwing something out there.
If I could, sir, now you just described that's cracklings for real.
That's a fact. Definitely a crackling. Definitely a crackling. Definitely a crackling. I'm gonna be the cracker then.
Right.
I'm gonna be the cracker then. But go ahead and get those statistics for casualties in World War I for me.
Colonel McCon, sir, these are the World War I casualty counts. World War I resulted in an estimated 40 million casualties.
That's a lot. That's as the entire population of many. That's more than the entire population of a lot of countries.
Right.
That's what's confirmed. Casualties. Keep reading it.
Colonel McCon, sir, encompassing both military personnel and civilians. This includes approximately 15 to 22 million deaths and about 22 million wounded soldiers. The conflict saw a staggered loss of life, with about 9.7 million soldiers and 10 million civilians dying as a result of war.
It's like 50-50.
Right.
Every soldier that died, they call it a civilian dead too. So if you're holding a gun or not, it's like you're on that battlefield anyways.
Right.
Let's get World War II. World War II is really gonna, I ain't gonna lie, 20 million plus numbers back then in the 1910s, I believe.
Okay.
That's a lot of bodies. That's a whole lot of people dead. I could look up. Let me go ahead and read these stats. Let me look up something.
Colonel McCon, sir, World War II resulted in an estimated 70 to 85 million fatalities, making it the deadliest conflict in human history. The vast majority of these casualties were civilians.
Yeah. So this is remember when I said it's gonna be worse if you're not holding the gun?
Right.
Okay, yeah. So but I was gonna pull this up. The world population in 1910. So it was 20 million people died in World War I. Back then the population was like 1.7 billion.
Damn.
It's a lot of people for back then.
Right.
A lot of fathers ain't coming home. A lot of brothers ain't coming home. A lot of families aren't being made. Well, we're doing that again.
Right. Right.
That's happening again. That's happening again. Read these World War II stats again.
Colonel Wakan, sir. World War II resulted in an estimated 70 to 85 million fatalities, making it the deadliest conflict in human history. The vast majority of these casualties were civilians, with estimates ranging from 40 to 50 million.
Brother, they can't even really count how many people died in World War II.
Right.
It was 40 to 50 million, which is 2/3 were civilian.
Right.
So one soldier dies, 2 civilians are killed. It's worse if you're not in the army.
Right.
And you've seen what it was like when they was charging the beaches of Normandy.
Right.
D-Day. You saw that. Well, brother, somehow it's better to be on that beach than to be in town when them Germans pulled in.
Right.
Or whoever pulled up. And I ain't gonna lie, war is ugly. War is very ugly.
Right.
A lot of these soldiers These soldiers, you seen all them. You hear about a little bit of the war crimes they did in Iraq.
Right.
They was touching on them girls, little
Right.
girls, older girls. Brother, the Israelis are raping the men in Israel. Brother, no flesh is safe. Brother, no flesh is safe. You're done. You're done. I seen the video on Twitter. They was graping this man.
Right.
Bunch of soldiers. The commanding officer walked. They're hiding the grape behind riot shields to the camera. Everybody's forming a wall. Pass with the dude who finishes, and it's everybody's getting it. Everybody who wants a turn is getting a turn. Pass the dude who finishes, picks his pants up, grabs the shield, holds it, covers his face up, holds it. For another guy, the commanding officer comes in. You know what he does? He walks up. He's like, "What's going on?" Peeks his head through the shields, closes the shields, walks around. He gets a turn, and then everybody leaves. I said, why even do this in front of a camera? They walked a prisoner. This is the depravity that those so-called holy people y'all hold in such high regards. That's what their army does. Right. That's what they do. That's what they're about. They're about some real nasty business. They say in the news they try to convict one of their soldiers for raping a female prisoner. They said that soldier's allowed to do that. She's a heathen. That's what they believe in that land. That's what you believe is righteous in bombing Iran or whatever. I've got no dog in the fight. I do, my money's on Iran though. I read the Bible, so I just know what's going on.
Right.
I read the books. But what you see going on is, what you're seeing right now is just a little entrance into World War III. What was it? 80 million? 80 million was the high number of people who died in World War II. At that time, the population was around 2.3 billion. I'm going to tell you, brother, I think at least 200 million people are going to die in this world war.
Right.
At least 200 million.
Right.
At least. And the bombs weren't nearly as advanced. The trucks weren't nearly as fast. The bombs weren't nearly as big. Yeah, I think at least 200 million is light. Brother, stay dangerous. That's what they say in Philly. Stay safe. On the other hand, I got the Lord with us. We got the Lord with us. If you want the Lord with you, you're going to join the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. If you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian out there, you'll gather with your brothers under the banner of Yahweh Shah Hamashiach or Jesus Christ. Follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. Prepare for his coming and wait, brother. There's not much waiting left to do. Right. All right, I'm going to close out the class with that. I'm going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers, men of Israel, I Majim. I Majim Shabbat. Barak. Yahweh Shimi Al-Shah Brakatah. Yadi Matah, Sar, Scarface Sisters, men of Israel, I Majim Shabbat. I Majim. Barak. Yahweh. Yadi Matah, Salai.